Today's developer highlights. DFlash changes what tokens per second means. macOS 26 ships on-device translation building blocks. Measurement, dataset design, and provenance decide production readiness. A practical inference report ran use Glimmer 30 billion, about 29.6 billion parameters and 52 layers. Native context 131.72 tokens, extended to 262.144. On a 24 GB GPU capped at 70 watts, it hit 84.64 tokens per second on code. Mixed workloads fell to 38.34 tokens per second. With the KV cache filled, decode fell to 21.56 tokens per second. DFlash uses a lightweight drafter to propose token blocks. The target model verifies the proposed prefix. The drafter sees intermediate layer features. Average accepted length tau explains the economic value. On code, tau reached 6.39 with 38.67% acceptance. Keeping the draft loop on device reduced synchronization and gained 5.6% throughput. Benchmarks should include workload mix, draft config, sampler quant, and cave reposition. An NVFP4 hybrid run hit 94.36 tokens per second on code, but it raised Wikitext2 perplexity from 5.5420 to 5.6493. Speed gains can cost measurable quality. macOS 26 includes Speech Analyzer, the translation framework, and foundation models. An app called Walkaroo captures system audio with Screen Capture Kit. Capture at 16 kHz and native Swift reduce sentence latency from 2 seconds to near real time. The Mac example shows system boundaries matter. Capture at 16 kHz avoids converter buffering. Partial transcripts rewrite earlier text, so use content anchors. Translation session is available only in a Swift UI translation task. On-device LLMs need per-sentence fallbacks to avoid stalls. A Mistral 7 billion LoRa fine-tune scored perfectly on a synthetic test set. Rebuilding the test from public data made fine-tune 95% and few shot 66%. LoRa updated 10.5 million parameters, 0.145% of 7.25 billion. The adapter file was 42 megabytes. Final dataset used 8,000 train, 448 validation, 800 test rows. GEO focuses on making content extractable, citable, and measurable for generative answers. It is not proof of a Panda-style ranking return. The client brain idea says marketing AI needs a governed per-client context layer. Include analytics, CRM, CMS constraints, and campaign history in that layer. Article 50 asks systems to mark generated outputs starting August 2, 2026. A server log recorded 1,596 requests and 11 crawler identities. Of 1,290 attributable requests, 916 came from ranges the claimed vendor does not operate, 71%. Use RDAP and NetBlock checks instead of trusting self-declared headers. Practical developer actions. Resolve and pin DNS to IPs and recheck redirects to mitigate SSRF and DNS rebinding. For Rapid API, verify gateway origin with an injected secret. PickShots uses pre-signed S3 uploads in Supabase real-time for a no-app flow with 92% participation. A scheduled Appify job can turn last 24 hours into a hiring edge. Bottom line for engineering teams: measurement, workload definition, and context are first-class engineering choices. Build reproducible benchmarks and treat datasets as product artifacts. Publish workload, sampler, quant, and test set when you report a number. Find every source in the description. Check the original posts for commands, code, and dataset details. Links are included below this video.